2906. This is your number when it comes to numerology this week, my gorgeous Cancer, and it simply means that, oh my God, such a big problem, such a big burden, in your life is about to come to an end. You are going to be so happy by the end of this week. Everything is gonna start making sense, even why you had this burden and why you had to go through this in the first place. If you did not have this burden, if you did not go through this in the first place, you would never ever be prepared for what's about to come, what's about to happen here. Having said that, right at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Cancerini, right at the beginning of this week, look what's going to happen. You are going to you are going to make such an important choice in life, such a significant choice in life, such an intelligent choice in life. At around the beginning of this week, you are going to make such an intelligent choice in life based on your skill, based on what you are good at, or what are you so good at, based on something that comes naturally to you, something that you are born with, and something that's basically your passion, something that you're so passionate about. Oh my God, all these things I've said already are ever so important when it comes to them being your major guiding light, that you should most certainly follow in life, at any time whatsoever. But why is right this time being so important is because you are being guided. You are being guided by your higher self. And that's why things are going to feel dreamy this week. Things are going to feel different this week. And from the beginning of this week, you will know exactly where am I coming from. On one hand, you're going to feel so dreamy, full of ideas, full of realizations. But then on another hand, you're going to feel absolutely full of energy, my gorgeous Cancerini. Okay, so as I said, it's all gonna start right at the beginning of this week, where you are going to make such an intelligent choice, oh my God, based on what you are so good at, based on your skill, based on something that comes so naturally to you. This is gonna be such an intelligent choice. And to make things even better, the moment in time you make this intelligent choice, there is something specific you will do. There is something really specific you will do. And that's why I'm saying that you're gonna make this intelligent choice, okay? And the moment in time you do this, you are going to have, or not that long ago, after that moment in time, oh my God, you are going to have such an important news, and you will know when you have this important news. This is to do with something you have been waiting for a while, and you will know as soon as you have this important news, you will know at that moment in time two things. Number one, oh my God, this is the beginning of such a big and beautiful change in your life. And number two, you will know, you will feel this so deeply in your spirit, in your soul, that this intelligent choice that you've made to start with at the beginning of this week in the first place was absolutely 100% the right thing for you to do. This is like kind of gonna confirm certain things to you, because you know you are just also entering this stage of your life, this energy, this dimension where you are gonna be and feel highly intuitive as well. And this is why, you know, you will know that these things are somehow connected. This is not gonna be obvious now as of yet, but in like about couple of months time, oh my god, this is gonna be so obvious how connected these things have been in the first place. But right now you're being guided by your higher self. So right now you're being drawn and you're being drawn towards doing the right thing. So the beginning of this week, it's gonna start with you making an intelligent choice in life, based on your great skill, based on something that you're so good at, based on something that comes to you naturally, and based on something that makes you feel so good while you're doing it. You see what I mean? And then straight away after that, or you know, like a little bit later, but very closely to this time, you know, you will have such an important news which is gonna blow you away. This important news hasn't got anything to do with this intelligent choice that I've said that you've made. You see, this important news hasn't got anything to do with this intelligent choice that you've actually made, but it's gonna make you feel, but later on in 2 or 3 months time, these things are going to be so connected, and it's all this is going to make even more sense. But the reason why you're going to feel and be so happy when you have this important news is because it's the beginning of a really beautiful change in your life. You know, this important news is to do with the progress, with a huge major progress. Okay, so this important news is to do with a huge major progress in your life. This is going to, and it doesn't have anything to do with that intelligent choice that you've made at around the beginning of this week. Okay, I need to make this straight. You know. But in 2 or 3 months time, this is going to be absolutely obvious how connected these two things are, and you will see why. But right now you're going to be so happy when you get this good news, brilliant news, important news, and you will know it's to do with a certain progress. But you will know it is the beginning of such a beautiful change in your life, because it's to do with one of your goals. It's to do with something that you've been working on. It's to do with something that you've put so much of your precious energy towards, you know. So now you will also realize that, you know, when it comes to this intelligent choice that you've made, you know, this is going to kind of make you feel even better. It's going to make you feel so good, and you will kind of feel like, oh my god, of course I'm having this good luck, and this is my sign. That's how you're going to feel. This is my sign. This is even further, you know, such a powerful sign. This is even more such a powerful sign that, you know, that I made such an intelligent choice by, you know, doing something really specific based on this, something that you're so good at, something that you're so great at. I suppose you're going to take things on the next level, but now I see what you're going to do. There is something that you're going to decide to learn. There is something that you're going to decide to explore. So when I say, oh, you decided to make this intelligent choice based on something that you're so good at, something that you're so great at, yes, this is to do with something that comes naturally to you, which is most certainly something you should follow. You're being guided by your higher self, but also, and this intelligent choice is consisting of the fact that there is something you need to learn. There is something additional you need to learn. You know, because I do know that it's about this respect for knowledge you're going to have. Yes, it's to do with something that comes naturally to you, but again, to take this on the next level, you know, this respect for knowledge, it's about to take over. Oh my God, you're about to perk up so much. I suppose it's to do with a certain subject, or it's to do with you exploring things further, and you need to trust yourself, you know, my gorgeous Cancerini, when it comes to this. Now it's it's time to trust now it's time to trust yourself, and now it's time to follow your passion, and now it's time to follow and do those things that make you feel so good about yourself, that makes you feel so creative. This in itself, oh my God, it's going to be such an important stage of your life, and you're going to find this extremely rewarding. Trust me, my gorgeous Cancerini, you are going to find this extremely rewarding, because there is an additional idea you are going to have while you're exploring, while you're learning, about some kind of a specific subject. There is something that you're going to learn, there is something that you're going to explore, there is no doubt about it. It's part of this intelligent choice that you actually made, and there is some kind of idea you're going to have, and this particular idea, it's like it's going to bring material gain, a major material gain, and already in like about 6 months time you are gonna have a great outcome, when it comes to money and when it comes to finances in 6 months time already, and let alone like what's actually going to happen in a 1 year time in terms of money and in terms of finances. This is like so important. So it is to do with something that comes naturally to you, but you really need to let things to unfold organically, and you will be drawn towards learning, exploring, and then suddenly, boom, randomly you're going to have this idea connected to this, or an additional idea which is most certainly to do with money and finances, and you really are going to perk up again, because you will know, you will feel something so deep within, you will know instantly that this is going to be beneficial for you. So this idea, yes, you will know it's to do with money and finances, but it's going to be much more successful than you could have possibly imagined, my gorgeous Cancerini. And this is why this is going to be so important indeed. And also, when it comes to you, and you're not the only sign that I'm actually going to say this to, you need something for your digestion. You're not the only sign I'm saying this to. Something is going on around. So you need to get something for digestion, for your stomach, but you also need to get something for your stress levels. I really strongly recommend you to get something like, to drink something like organic dandelion tea. So powerful. And also to drink like organic chamomile tea. Oh my God, it's so powerful. So many people don't even understand. So organic chamomile tea and organic dandelion tea are going to be brilliant when it comes to your digestion, but also when it comes to your stress levels, believe me or not. And also on another, so it's for your stomach, digestion, and for your stress levels. And another thing I highly recommend you, my gorgeous Cancerini, is to get a B vitamin complex, but it needs to be natural. It needs to be without any unnecessary ingredients. It needs to be without any chemicals, and every single vitamin within this vitamin B complex needs to be natural. Very important indeed, okay? And vitamin B complex, it's going to be absolutely superb when it comes to your stress, when it comes to anxiety, and when it comes to the entire digestive system. Vitamin B complex are ever so important. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only they can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. And also, my gorgeous Cancerini, when it comes to the mid part of this week, okay, there is no other way of saying this, but there is going to be some kind of disagreement you're actually going to have with somebody. When it comes to the midweek, there is some kind of disagreement you are going to have with somebody, or maybe some kind of a little argument you are going to have with somebody at around the midweek. And this in itself, it's actually going to slow things down for you just a little bit. There is something specific going to be delayed because of this argument, okay, because of this disagreement. And this in itself is going to create a bit of an obstacle, and this in itself is going to create a bit of a problem, and it is going to also create a bit of like an uncertain outlook in your life. you're going to feel a little bit uncertain at this stage, you know, and it's really a lot to do with this person, you know, and it's really a lot to do with what exactly happened, and it's really a lot to do what exactly you're going to feel uncertain about. Okay, so as I said, you're going to have an argument, you're going to have this disagreement, and this is something really specific. It's going to be delayed because of this argument and because of this disagreement, and this is going to cause an obstacle. This is going to cause this problem, you know, and there are certain things going to become like kind of uncertain, this uncertain outlook. But you know, I think it's especially also a lot to do with this particular person who you are going to have this disagreement with. You know, to be quite honest with you, that you are actually going to find this really beneficial. This is going to work in your favor. You know why? I'm being ballerina again, yeah? This is going to work in your favor, my gorgeous Cancerini, because this is to do with your own little awakening here. Something is going to open your eyes. You are going to open your eyes. And the reason why am I saying that this is going to be beneficial for you, because you're going to realize, you know, what has been making you feel so unhappy. What has been making you feel so negative for so long. And you're also going to realize that, you know, prosperity without happiness, no baby, no. But prosperity without happiness doesn't mean absolutely anything. And if you know, if you're like a really, really rich, if you're really loaded, if you're financially sorted, you know, it doesn't mean anything if you're sad or if you're unhappy. So there is a really important realization you're going to have here. This in itself, it's really going to be the beginning of such an interesting and such an unexpected turning point in your life. This is going to reflect on you, and this is going to reflect on somebody else as well at the same time. So it's all about you realizing, you know, prosperity without happiness means nothing. This in itself, it's, you know, prosperity without happiness, without you being happy, means nothing. It's pointless. It's pointless, seriously. And this is a really powerful realization, because you know, it is your awakening moment. At this moment in time, a lot you're going to realize, and a lot is going to change in your life, in your mind, in your spirit, in your soul. And this is also going to help you to understand things you couldn't understand before. And it's also going to really highlight an important cooperation in between you and somebody else. And it's also going to bring, you know, you and somebody else even closer together. This whole situation, it's actually going to bring you and somebody else even closer together. And on another hand, you've learned some kind of a mistake here. No mistake, you've learned some kind of a lesson here. And you will realize, you know, what to avoid. What to avoid in order to not to make, you know, like some kind of a mistake like this again. This is going to be like a really precious moment, my gorgeous Cancerini, where you're going to grow more, like in every possible way, than you actually grew in a very, very long time. And it always happens like in the most unexpected way, at the time when we least expected. You know, this is brilliant, because there is so much more to this situation. You are most certainly transcending, my gorgeous Cancerini. You are most certainly transcending. You know, there is some kind of a major lesson you learned here. And every time when we learn some kind of a lesson, you know that we do see this world, we see this life from a completely different perspective. And that's what's important, and that's what it matters. Okay, because you are being redirected, okay, towards the path you should most certainly follow. Very, very important. And by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Cancerini, my God, how beautiful. Something is going to inspire you. Such a beautiful inspiration. Oh my goodness, there is something you will see. There is something going to inspire you. You're going to feel so connected to what you're going to see. It's going to bring an instant hope into your life, my gorgeous Cancerini, at around the end of this week. It's going to bring an instant hope into your life. You're instantly going to feel this. You're instantly going to connect to what you're going to see and what is going to inspire you so much. But it's to do with your future. It's to do with your future planning. It's something that you're going to see, and you will see it's imminent for your life. You know, something that's going to impress you and inspire you when it comes to your life and when it comes to your future and the way you want to live your life as well. This is definitely going to work for you so beautifully. Oh my God, it's more about what's missing in your life. You're going to realize like this rather than anything else. So what's going to inspire you, it's also going to make you realize what's actually missing in your life, but it's a lot to do with your future. But then again, you're going to feel so excited, but then again, you're going to feel a little bit confused as well, and a little bit sad and a little bit heartbroken, only because there is some kind of compromise you're going to need to make in order to achieve this. There is a big compromise you're going to need to make, and you need to be strong. And I'm so glad that you're going to make this compromise. I can see you talking to the certain people who are very close to you, and they will confirm this to you. They will agree with you. And this is going to mean to you so much because it's coming from the people that are very close to you. And after this conversation, you're going to make this compromise, and you are going to feel so good. You will want to have a party. You will want to celebrate because there is this confidence that you're going to gain through all this situation as well. A really big confidence, my gorgeous Cancerini. And this in itself, it's ever so important, especially when you are moving forward with your life in such a powerful and rather unexpected way. So now, my gorgeous Cancerini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be your tarot card of the week. I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Well, there you go. The time to take over your life. It's time to take charge of your life. You're strong. You're powerful. It is time to protect yourself. It is time to protect your energy. It is time to set the clear boundaries, my gorgeous Cancerini. First of all, you're going to realize it's time. You know, it's time to take over my life. I'm not saying that somebody else took over your life. Please don't get me wrong, yeah? I'm just saying that you're going to realize, you know, now it's time to do what I want to do. Now it's time to do what I need to do. And at the same time, you're following the path that's intended for you. By the same time, you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your life, you're protecting your energy, because you are doing what you are destined to do. Open your mind. Open your mind. Okay? It's time to go forward with your life, my gorgeous Cancer. It's time to come out of your comfort zone. My God. In 1 year time, your life is going to be completely different. And now it's when all this starts. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.